What is up everyone, welcome back to our channel and welcome back to another episode of Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. My name is Miles Rowe and in today's video we'll be having a look at the new conversion kit available for the RPK. Now historically the RPK has been a weapon that everyone was relying on, and especially at the launch of Modern Warfare 3 Zombies this weapon was absolutely shredding. Now of course in time other weapons had made the first spot, so in today's video we'll be having a look and see if this conversion kit will be revamping the weapon back to the first spots. Now, what probably a lot of you guys are wondering, this weapon is absolutely shredding in Warzone and it's really acclaimed by people online. So I would probably like to think that it's equally as good in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, but this is why today's video it's important, because we will be having a look at what to expect by having this conversion kit into Zombies. My personal preference is that right now I'm just playing Zombies in Call of Duty, so I'm not necessarily interested in Warzone or multiplayer or the other modes that are available. So as long as the weapon performs well in Zombies, this is my interest to share with you guys. So let's have a look and see what the weapon does into the higher tiers and how it's gonna present itself against more higher threat zombies. Right, so the first bounty we had the chance to pick is Mega Abomination, and so far, I mean, just kind of playing with the weapon in the tier 3 area, it is definitely a lot slower than a lot of the other weapons, and it definitely feels more like a sniper rifle than is a light machine gun. But then again, of course, the conversion kit aims to do that. But on the other hand, the damage is absolutely amazing. So it's pretty much a one-shot kill on any zombie in the tier 3 area, and especially if you aim for the head, it's a no-brainer. It immediately does the damage that you're after. So also when you look at the distance that you can take away bounties or the HVTs, you quite comfortably can stay far away from the actual threat. But of course the only downside is because the weapon is quite slow and it has a slow fire rate, you're exposing yourself to the zombies nearby to down you. On the other hand, when you also pair it with the max of holding, the max bullets that you receive are 150, which I appreciate is not a lot, but every time when you kill zombies, you chuck in your close proximity, you immediately regain that. So I guess in terms of the damage per kill or per ratio, that's pretty high, and I think if you just use the attachments I've used in this particular build, you should be absolutely fine. I'm sure that you can also get away with having a larger scope on the weapon, but in my case I've just played with the Jack Glassless optic, which I think it goes pretty well, and it just helps you with having a bit more of a modern look to it. But in terms of the actual damage, as mentioned, is pretty straightforward, and if you land all those shots correctly, you will see the damage being there. And this is how you guys should expect it to handle tier 3 zombies. In my opinion as well, I would probably pair this weapon with another weapon such as either the Renetti with the conversion kit, which makes it an SMG, or just a super nippy SMG such as either RAM 9 or the Superi, or anything that you guys feel that it's a lot more mobile or just agile altogether and can pair well with something that is heavier and it's a bit more longer range. But again, because it's zombies and because probably the SMG itself can handle itself pretty well, it's just an assumption here. But equally, if you do go with just this weapon, just expect that there's some areas that you might struggle, and especially if you have loads of zombies coming your way, you probably get down quite quickly. Equally, if you're going into the dark ether alone, this is probably going to be a bit more difficult to handle, so it's probably just a heads up in terms of your expectations. Right, so against the Mangler, the damage, again, as mentioned, is pretty straightforward. We had the Napalm burst ammo mode, which definitely helped, and disregarding the horde of zombies coming our way, if you just focus on the actual kill or the actual HVT, you should be absolutely fine. Now, one thing to definitely mention, it's probably similar to a similar rifle that is currently available in game, and probably you guys feel that has the same sort of mobility and some sort of damage similar to that. So I think so far I wouldn't necessarily say that this weapon is worth the grind, given that, you know, it does have some cons that are not necessarily ideal for zombies, but so far, I mean, it's fun, and it was definitely a challenge that was worth trying. Now, in the Dark Ether, I've managed to pair with this team, and you know, in my defense, I think it was probably the best thing I could have done, because otherwise it would have been a bit of a struggle to do it alone. But it definitely handled the Dark Ether quite well, and similar to the tier 3 area, as you guys can see, the damage was there, and you would handle other zombies pretty quickly. Now, this is the build that I have run for this weapon, and surely you guys will see what happened into the Dark Ether. So as you guys can see, the damage is there, and I think it's definitely worth taking with you if you're within a team, and obviously staying behind everyone and just landing those shots is definitely going to help everyone, while everyone else is there battling with the zombies. But it's not a weapon that I will take myself alone in a solo run, simply because, as I said, it doesn't have the mobility, it doesn't have the fire rate, and it's fairly heavy as a gameplay. Now, on the other hand, the damage is definitely there, so it's definitely a weapon that lands those shots, and you know, you should expect them to provide you this damage per ratio. But again, when you pair other weapons like assault rifles or SMGs with the mags of holding, you know, you won't necessarily feel the difference between these two weapons. So in my opinion, I think it's a weapon that if you're playing Warzone or DMZ or multiplayer, definitely worth unlocking the conversion kit for. But if you're playing zombies, I wouldn't necessarily ask you to bother with it. It's, you know, it's a nice addition to your collection of weapons, but it's not my first option, and I hope you guys will appreciate that there are better weapons to choose in game right now than this one. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for your support. As always guys, I'm here, so please do let me know in the comment section down below what are your thoughts of this weapon, if you guys have tried it and if you will try it, as well as if it's worth trying other weapons that you guys have played with and you've seen some success. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video soon.